among other photos, items, and pieces of firefighter history. The biggest part about the 9th Street location that caused the fire district to move out was the size.
We had 6 rigs here, and then we had some parked outside here, and then we had our ambulance on the bay and our command rig in the back, so we were just running out of room.
Oh, it was way too small for the trucks, and we had to back them up so that we could come back out, right out here.
It may not have been big enough for the growing fire district, but right now it's the perfect size for Pepper Prepper's Kitchen. In Benton City, Riley Fitzgerald, Cap KVUE Local News.
And Pepper Prepper's Kitchen is now available for other businesses to rent kitchen space. The space features brand new kitchen equipment and cold and dry storage available for rent. Riley, that is so cool, and I love that they've displayed some of that memorabilia right there.
It's right there. When you walk in the doors to the building, it's a wall, right, of a bunch of pictures. It was so cool to watch everyone kind of take a look back in time.
Yeah, and I understand they gave some pieces back to the firefighters.
Yeah, so those auto pieces that they found, obviously they can't display those in the entryway. It's a little entryway.
Yeah.
And so they sent those back to the fire district to say, hey, whatever you want to do with these, feel free to do it.
Very cool, and a cool new business.
It's a cool new business and a cool new morning. Let's take a live look outside. I'll have what to look out for the rest of your day that's coming up pretty soon.
Plus, a well-known bridge in Grandview goes up in flames, and investigators are suspecting arson. And with Mother's Day coming up, the YWCA in Yakima is looking for donations to help celebrate mothers who will be staying at their emergency domestic violence shelter. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
From Cap KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
A bit of a cloudy and cooler morning. Are we going to see those clouds dissipate at all today?
A little bit. We are going to be clearing up by this evening and definitely drying up. We're going to see a little bit of a wet start to our day in some of our areas, but definitely drying up, especially into the next couple days. If we take a look live outside in Toppenish, well, we are seeing a lot of that cloud coverage. It's a chilly start to our day. Not a totally clear day today. Light and quick showers that are moving throughout our morning. In our evening, we're drying up, and into the week, definitely heating up quite a bit. And we've got some winds to definitely be aware of today, but they're not too strong, between 5 and 15 miles per hour. If we take a look at our Skywatch radar, we can take a look at those showers that are moving pretty slow throughout our area, mostly just touching the Prosser, Tri-Cities, Hermiston definitely, and along the Blues. So a little bit of shower activity this morning. It's going to be continuing just a bit into our afternoon. Temps right now upper 40s, lower 50s across our region, still pretty chilly as we make our way out the door this morning. 70 degrees for Yakima, in the Tri-Cities 71 degrees, and Walla Walla we are seeing 66 degrees, again cool. Later this week we're going to be getting pretty hot temperatures. I'll bring you more about that in my full forecast that's coming up.
The Morrow County Sheriff's Office is investigating alleged sex crimes involving children, and now they're looking for any possible victims. The Sheriff's Office says 18-year-old Saul Nathan Lopez is facing 30 charges, including rape, sexual abuse, and online sexual corruption of a child. Investigators say they got a report last month about a possible sex crime involving multiple underage victims and arrested Lopez in Heppner. If you have information about the case or know someone who might be a victim, you can contact the Morrow County Sheriff's Office. The number to do that is 541-314-5204. An arson investigation is underway in Grandview after a well-known bridge caught on fire. Here's a look at the scene over the weekend, thanks to viewer Brad Smith. The bridge, a popular spot among residents, otherwise known as the Railroad Bridge, is close to Westside Park in Grandview. Grandview police say crews were called to the bridge Friday evening around 5:20. When they arrived, the bridge was engulfed in flames. The bridge goes over a BNSF railroad. Police say they believe the fire was lit intentionally, and while they do have a person of interest, no further information is being released. An RV went up in flames in Kennewick. This is video of the aftermath. The vehicle fire began yesterday morning in Columbia Park, not far from where last week's 3-acre wildfire burned. We're told everyone escaped the fire without getting hurt. No word on what caused the fire. The Umatilla County Sheriff's Office wants help locating 50-year-old Lorena Navarrete Mayers. She was last seen Friday in the Hermiston area driving a car similar to the one on your screen, a 2012 silver-colored Toyota Camry with Oregon license plate 323MUN. If you can help law enforcement, do not post information on Facebook, but instead call 24-hour dispatch at 541-966-3651. YWCA Yakima is asking for some help in celebrating women staying at their emergency domestic violence shelter this Mother's Day. They're looking for donations of nail polish, lotion, makeup, hair accessories, gift cards, or other self-care items. Every year, their kids or family members get to pick out some of those things to give to Mom at a special Mother's Day dinner.
Mother's Day is a great opportunity to celebrate the moms that are, going through a hard time at the shelter. We know that sometimes we need a little bit of that extra care, and if we can provide that, then that's something that we definitely want to do.
You can drop off donations during business hours at the front desk of the YWCA at 818 West Yakima Avenue. They're hoping to have everything together by late Wednesday or early Thursday. Registration is open for summer quarter at Yakima Valley College, including for their English language acquisition courses. Cap KVUE's Emily Goodell tells us it's not just about helping people improve their English skills, but bringing people with needed skills into the community.
When it comes to learning for English language acquisition classes at Yakima Valley College, there's no one type of student that fits the mold. All experience levels.
We start at the very beginning, students who don't know any English at all, and then we move them up.
All languages.
Often I have multiple languages in the classroom, sometimes up to 7 languages, which is always a ton of fun.
And all ages.
18-year-old up to 60 or 70. So that is another just wealth of experience that students bring.
Some are parents who speak little to no English and may not have gone to formal school, but want to learn more.
And they want to help their kids and be able to communicate with their kids and their parents and the friends and all of that. And just things in the community, at a doctor's appointment or returning things to the grocery store.
However, YVC has seen an increase in ELA students who are doctors, scientists, or other professionals who have advanced degrees in their native country.
They have this wealth of information that they are so eager to have the English to share that. So I think it's just a rich bonus for the whole community.
Especially at a time when there's labor shortages in areas like healthcare.
I think they're critical for the community. We have a tremendous workforce, and these students want to improve, their skills in every area.
The class is $25 per quarter, meets a few times per week, and you don't have to be a YVC student to take it.
They do some paperwork and an application. They take an entrance exam that just helps us to know what level to place them in.
The goal of the classes?
That it will empower them. Everyone has dreams, and I see my job as just assisting students in obtaining their dreams.
In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Cap KVUE, Local News.
Summer quarter starts June 26th, and ELA classes are Tuesdays, Wednesday, and Thursday from 6 to 8:20 p.m. If you're interested, you've got to call soon because those classes fill up quickly. Riley Fitzgerald is back now to take a look at your morning weather forecast.
A little chilly this morning. We've got some showers, some very light showers on the way. I'll have more on your full forecast that's coming up.
Plus, a manhunt ensues for escaped inmates from a Philadelphia prison. Just the latest in a string of prison escapes across the country.
Hepatitis C, don't just treat it, crush it with Mavorite.
Conquer it with Mavorite.
Cure it with Mavorite. Mavorite cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Mavorite stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Mavorite with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C, crush it with Mavorite.
Conquer it with Mavorite.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Mavorite.
Ask your doctor about Mavorite. AbbVie could help you save.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,500 purchase allowance on an XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Take advantage of all the tax credits you can, including the new Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You could get up to $1,200 back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
When you own a Ford, you get more than a vehicle. You get the benefit of having your vehicle picked up for service.
Here for the Explorer. There you go. All right, we'll get it right back to you.
This is U-Mode.
All the convenience of owning a Ford with a local partner. Corwin Ford Tri-Cities.
A perfect place for a weekend adventure. Fly the Northwest tonight.
Now to the urgent manhunt for 2 inmates who broke out of a Philadelphia prison. The men have been on the run since Sunday night, and one of them is allegedly a dangerous killer. But their disappearance went unnoticed for nearly an entire day. It's just the latest in a string of escapes putting innocent lives in jeopardy. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the details.
This morning, a manhunt in Philadelphia for 2 inmates who escaped from prison. One is charged with previously killing 4 people.
I'm really angry about it. There's no reason for this.
Officials say surveillance video shows 18-year-old Amin Hurst and 28-year-old Nasir Grant escaping after cutting a hole in a fence at the Philadelphia Industrial Correction Center Sunday night. Police not realizing the men were missing until yesterday afternoon. Their absence went unnoticed during 3 scheduled head counts.
We have protocols in place, and those protocols were not followed.
Clearly the system screwed up, and people didn't do what they're supposed to do.
The case similar to a recent jail escape in Virginia when 2 men used a toothbrush and other objects to bore this hole into a wall. Both men were captured at a nearby IHOP restaurant. More recently in Virginia, 2 men escaped from another jail. One was captured in Mexico. The other was captured locally just yesterday. Officials say a jail staffing shortage played a role in the escape. Nationwide, recent figures show the prison workforce has dwindled by nearly 20%. 3,000 officers left the job in 2021 amid the pandemic. Another 3,000 were expected to quit or resign by the start of this year. Experts warn the staffing shortage jeopardizes public safety. Just last week, police captured the last of 4 inmates who escaped through the roof of a Mississippi prison under federal scrutiny for alleged mismanagement. One escapee allegedly killed a pastor and later died in a house fire. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
As for the Philadelphia inmates on the run, a $20,000 reward is being offered for information leading to their arrest. Coming up, we are getting a clearer picture of the man suspected of opening fire at a shopping mall in Allen, Texas, leaving 8 people dead. And Riley Fitzgerald will return with a look at your First Alert forecast.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
This week, the Coronation Countdown is on, and GMA invites you to a front row seat to history. Join Good Morning America for all the royal pageantry, the family, the celebrations, the fashion, and oh yes, the parties on Good Morning America.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. And with the lunch special starting as low as $10.49 for a 2-topping Pee-wee pizza and a medium drink, why go anywhere else? Delicious, mouth-watering food with only the freshest ingredients. It's lunchtime and I'm going to Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
It's great to see you. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab.
Looking for a weekend family getaway?
A lot of people come out to go fishing, wakeboarding, water skiing, jet skiing. You can do pretty much all your water sports.
Well, you'll want to see Deer Lake on Fly the Northwest. KFKV local news at 6 tonight.
Next ET, Dionne Warwick with her son Damon.
We are spilling the ET.
A special Mother's Day edition.
You better not hide anything.
With big reveals.
Mom.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on KFKV. This newscast sponsored by wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org. And now, KFKV First Alert Weather with forecaster Riley Fitzgerald.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. We're looking at a live look outside in Toppenish right now at a very cloudy morning. It's going to clear up a little bit later on. Let's get into our full forecast. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We've got some light scattered showers that are ahead of us for our morning and early afternoon hours. After today, we are heating up and overnight we are drying up and we might see a little bit of wind today. If we take a look at our futurecast, we're seeing some scattered showers that are making their way around this morning in the Walla Walla and the Tri-Cities area. Then we're going to see in this evening more towards the Cascades. For our showers overnight, we're seeing it's clearing up quite a bit. We'll have a very dry overnight hour, but then we pick up in the afternoon tomorrow. Lots of clouds and some scattered showers all around our areas. After that, we are still drying up. You might see a scattered shower here or there, but into Thursday, another clear day, and our temps are picking up after today. For today, mid to high 60s in the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, we are seeing about mid to high 60s as well. And in the Blues, we are seeing mid to low 60-degree temperatures. For our temps for today, well, we're clearing up and drying a lot overnight. We're sticking around the mid-40s for this evening. Our wind outlook, we're dropping a little bit into Wednesday, but then picking up a little bit, staying around 5 to 15 miles per hour for the next couple days, picking up quite a bit in the weekend. But if we take a look at our temperature trend, we're going to see we might need that wind as we get to the 90-degree temps coming this weekend. We've been sticking around either below or above average for the last couple of weeks, not quite sticking at our average much, and we're seeing that definitely again here. We're below average today, but we are just on a climb to get to the 90s coming next week. If we take a look at our 7-day forecast, we're going to see a lot of sun peek out as we get into the weekend and the start of the midweek. It's going to be a hot one later this week. We're going to hit our averages for tomorrow, but oh my goodness, we are just climbing and climbing. Overnight lows are climbing as well. For the Tri-Cities, we're starting with a little bit of scattered showers today and again climbing out of that below average temp to reach almost 30 degrees more than we are today in the Tri-Cities. For Walla Walla, starting with some thunderstorms, making our way into those 90-degree temps for the start of next work week as well. So we're going to be getting to those high temps, but today we're definitely below our averages. Still pretty nice out, some scattered showers in the morning, but we're going to be heating up as we get into the rest of our week. Happy Tuesday.
Questions are being raised after that deadly mass shooting in Texas. As we learn more about the suspect's troubled past, we're taking a closer look at why we've seen so many mass shootings recently and what's fueling the anger behind them. Experts say it coincides with a sharp increase in domestic terrorist activity. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the details.
This morning, the hero cop credited with ending the Texas Mall massacre is said to be doing well. In a new statement, his attorney said the officer is a brave servant with a gentle heart and embodies the best the law enforcement profession has to offer. As the shooting unfolded Saturday, an officer was heard saying he successfully took down the gunman. Minutes earlier, investigators say the gunman opened fire with an assault-style rifle, killing 8 people. 2 families lost multiple loved ones, including the Cho family. Q and Cindy Cho died along with their 3-year-old son. Their 6-year-old survived. Also killed, the Mendoza sisters, ages 8 and 11. Their mom is listed in critical condition. The girls' school principal describes them as rays of sunshine. Authorities are looking into domestic terrorism as a possible motive for the attack. Social media accounts appearing to be the gunman's show neo-Nazi ideology, racism, and hatred towards women. The Army says he was discharged due to mental health concerns. The shooting is the second deadliest of the year in the U.S. The country now on pace to set a record for the number of mass shootings. Meanwhile, a small step toward new gun legislation in Texas. State Republicans unexpectedly advanced a bill that would raise the purchasing age for semi-automatic rifles in Texas from 18 to 21. But experts say the bill has almost no chance of becoming law. Governor Greg Abbott has spoken against it and blames the recent mass shootings in his state on anger and violence, saying the root cause is mental health problems.
Everybody has mental health problems, so it's not accurate to say that the only reason we have this problem is because we need better mental health support. We also need to be dealing with guns.
Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
A recent poll found 63% of Americans are not satisfied with the current gun laws. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, President Biden has proposed a new traveler protection plan meant to force airlines to compensate stranded passengers for delays and cancellations.
At Bruce Heating & Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating & Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating & Air.
I'm a 77-year young elder. For whatever years I have left, the target is to pay it forward. What led me to Yakima Federal was I was looking for a place to get a mortgage on our first home in 1973. And then just one thing led to the other. CDs and checking accounts. Yakima Federal specialized primarily in kindness and caring, and that's what they're all about. I've been a very satisfied customer since 1973.
Did you know that Astria Health offers the latest technology in robotic surgery with the Da Vinci Xi? Robotic surgeries are more precise and less invasive than even laparoscopic surgeries. There is less blood loss during surgery, and patients heal more quickly, getting them back to living life sooner. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to General Surgeon Dr. Ernesto Dizon or Dr. Manuel Ibanez at Astria Sunnyside Hospital to learn more. Astria Health, always here.
Red or white. At Coyote Canyon, we've got you covered. If you love red, try our Italian Sangiovese, French Grenache, or Spanish Tempranillo. Like what you taste? Wine Club. Come visit our tasting room in Prosser. Coyote Canyon is calling.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Watch Thursday at 9 on ABC and Camp KVUE, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, providing compassionate, high-quality care for over 75 years. This newscast sponsored by Dairy Queen.
Time right now is 6:23 on this Tuesday morning. Welcome back. President Biden is promising to get American air travelers a better deal. As the peak summer travel season approaches, he's proposing new rules to compensate stranded or inconvenienced passengers when the airline is at fault. ABC's Derek Dennis has the details.
This morning, the Biden administration taking a closer look at airline accountability.
You deserve more than just getting the price of your ticket. You deserve to be fully compensated. Your time matters. The impact on your life matters.
Airfare refunds are already required for long flight delays or cancellations when there's a mechanical or computer problem or crew issue. But now the president wants cash, meals, hotel, and transportation vouchers to be included as mandatory compensation.
I've always wondered, why am I having to pay for this when I already paid for one,
There's some gray area with weather sometimes, but if it's clearly the airline's fault, I would say they're responsible for putting you up.
The proposed new compensation rules are aimed at avoiding the chaos of last summer when 20% of flights were delayed and the chaos of the winter meltdown at Southwest Airlines. The president says similar compensation rules are already in effect in Canada and Europe.
And guess what? It works. One study found that the European Union required airlines to compensate passengers for flight delays. The number of flight delays went down.
But the industry group Airlines for America warns the proposed rules will hurt customers by forcing airlines to raise fares. This all coming as the cost of summer travel is expected to be down 20% domestically compared to last year. Rental cars down 17%. But if you're flying internationally, expect to pay about 36% more this summer, the highest in 5 years.
As for those new proposals, public comment and other work by the Transportation Department means it could be months before anything takes effect. Meanwhile, the updated website flightrights.gov will list by airline the benefits travelers can get. Coming up, the identity of the man accused of driving his SUV into a group of migrants outside of a homeless shelter has been revealed.
The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze helps you sleep cooler, so no more nocturnal baking or polar ice cap air conditioner mode, because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze delivers all-night cooling.
Mattress Depot USA.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. Kopstein and King for a free live webinar May 18th at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Did you know the most common mosquito in our area can travel 5 to 8 miles? Here at Benton County Mosquito Control, our objective is to provide effective mosquito control for your home, neighborhood, and community. Our friendly mosquito control technicians use mosquito population monitoring, educational programming, and a variety of field techniques to reduce mosquitoes in your area. Reduce areas of standing water around your home to help control mosquitoes. For more help, give us a call or visit us online at www.mosquitocontrol.org. Benton County Mosquito Control, where your comfort and health become a priority.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
At the Blue Mountain Station Cooperative in Dayton, Washington, we offer you the Pacific Northwest's finest local products. Fresh baked goods, locally grown produce, artisan cheese, fresh roasted coffee, wine, honey, and so much more. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze helps you sleep cooler. So no more nocturnal baking or polar ice cap air conditioner mode, because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze delivers all-night cooling.
Mattress Depot USA.
A perfect place for a weekend adventure. Fly the Northwest tonight.
The man believed to be responsible for running down a group of migrants with his SUV has been identified. And with the expiration of Title 42 on the horizon, Texas Governor Greg Abbott plans to bus incoming migrants to other states.
And we have a look at your morning conditions, your first alert weather forecast right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And although we're seeing some clouds on the Skycam this morning, I feel like it's shaping up to be a beautiful day.
I think so too. We had some chilly days the last couple of days. They all ended up being pretty warm, pretty beautiful. We had some showers last night. I don't know if you saw
Slept
them.
right through them.
That's good. That's good. I woke up last night, middle of the evening, and it was just pouring outside, and I was like, oh, fantastic. But right now, it doesn't look like, if we take a look at our Skycam right now, it's looking like a little cloudy outside and a little dark in Toppenish right now through our live Skycam. Not a totally clear day today. Got some light and quick showers that are going through our morning into our evening. We are drying up, and into the rest of the week we are heating up. We've also got some winds to be aware of, but they're not super strong today. If we take a look at our Skywatch radar, we're going to see where those showers are right now in the last little bit, especially in Hermiston, making our way just around the Tri-Cities and Prosser a little bit, and Walla Walla. So that's where our showers are right now. If we take a look at our temps right now, we are seeing the upper 40s and lower 50s. We're going to be raising just a little bit today into just a nice day out after those showers make their way through our areas. 70 degrees for Yakima. The Tri-Cities is seeing 71 degrees and Walla Walla 66 degrees. We're warming up after today into a beautiful rest of our week. I'll have more on my full forecast. That's coming up.
New preparations are underway for a surge of migrants at the southern border, with Trump-era border restrictions expiring this week. This as the investigation into a deadly crash near the border continues. Here's ABC's Lionel Moise.
This morning, the Brownsville, Texas man charged with crashing this SUV into a group of migrants has been identified as George Alvarez.
I'm going to be setting a bond at $200,000 on his account.
Previous charges against him include aggravated assault, burglary, and driving while intoxicated. Authorities are looking into whether the crash was intentional, saying he ran a red light before plowing into the group, killing 8. Some victims had just left a migrant shelter, which is helping deal with the surge of migrants at the border as the Title 42 border restrictions expire. The governor of Texas announcing a new tactical border force. The group, consisting of hundreds of National Guard members, is tasked with turning back migrants at the border. Officials are bracing for up to 10,000 migrants crossing per day after the policy ends Thursday, but the surge has already started. Border Patrol reports 26,000 migrants were apprehended in just 72 hours this week.
Many of these migrants behind me have chosen to cross right now because starting on Friday, a new series of rules go into effect that migrants need to follow in order to apply for asylum here at the United States border. If those rules are not followed and they are complicated, then these migrants run the risk of not being allowed to re-enter the United States for at least 5 years.
Authorities in El Paso are now advising travelers to use alternate ports of entry as they reduce some operations at the port to handle the surge. The White House says it's responding by expanding holding facilities, adding immigration officers, and sending 1,500 troops. But many officials in border states say that's too little, too late. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
Well, as mentioned, Customs and Border Patrol agents have started a targeted enforcement operation in El Paso, Texas. The move comes as authorities are expecting to grapple with thousands of migrants converging on El Paso ahead of Thursday's Title 42 deadline. Customs will be reducing processing lanes and passenger operations at the Paso del Norte point of entry. Travelers are being urged to use an alternate port of entry between the U.S. and Mexico. The operation will also focus on sections of El Paso where migrants have been congregating, like Sacred Heart Church. City officials estimate that about 1,800 migrants on the street outside. There are about 1,800 migrants on the street outside the church. One of the border states, Texas, is already feeling the impact. Governor Greg Abbott says he plans to bus migrants to northern states.
We've been involved and they have aided the process of busing these migrants from tiny little border towns like Del Rio and Eagle Pass up to cities like Chicago, New York, and around the country. Thousands have been bused already. Many thousands more will be bused in the coming days.
El Paso has already declared a state of emergency ahead of Title 42's expiration. Last week, officials said the city had about 2,300 migrants living on the streets around 2 shelters downtown. The city of New York is preparing for that massive surge of migrants. At a news conference Friday, Mayor Eric Adams announced the city will ship willing migrants already living in the city to neighboring counties. It will also provide up to 4 months of temporary shelter to single adult men seeking asylum. The city anticipates 800 migrants from the southern border will arrive every day once Title 42 expires next Thursday. Even with Title 42 in place, the city has processed tens of thousands of migrants, and more than 37,000 are still in the care of the city. Riley Fitzgerald is back now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Starting a little bit cloudy today, some scattered showers throughout our areas this morning. Other than that, we're going to be getting dry overnight. I'll track the conditions for you in just a few minutes.
Plus, you might be able to get paid for binge watching one of Hollywood's most popular film franchises. We'll tell you how next.
Portion of Cap KV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep the flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around. Plus, all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service. We really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
The electrifying rock stars from the original cast of the Broadway production now in concert. This is Broadway's Rock of Ages Band. Live and in concert. Friday, July 21st at Legends Casino Hotel. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Broadway's Rock of Ages Band, performing the monster hits that helped define the 80s.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Situated in the heart of Washington wine country, the Prosser House by John Gray is a place you won't want to miss. John's international culinary training brings amazing cuisine to the table. Treat yourself and someone special to a meal you won't soon forget. We'll see you at the Prosser House.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
Looking for a weekend family getaway?
A lot of people come out to go fishing, wakeboarding, water skiing, jet skiing. You can do pretty much all your water sports.
Well, you'll want to see Deer Lake on Fly the Northwest. Cap give you local news at 6 tonight.
After Prince Harry was odd man out at the king's coronation, all the details you haven't heard. What's next for the royal family? Plus,
Did you watch?
Brit beauty Kate Beckinsale reveals the cheekiest coronation moment. Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Cap KView.
All right, here's an unusual job. Binge the Fast and Furious films over a 2-week period. That's 10 films, more than 20 hours of content for $1,000.
Oh, that's easy. Finance Buzz, an informational site that offers money-related tips and recommendations, is looking for a Fast and Furious claims adjuster. That person would watch all the movies, including Fast 10, which debuts May 19th, and note damages from every car crash on screen. They'd have to include the extent of the damage, which cars were involved, and the number of wrecks per movie.
Finance Buzz intends to use these findings to estimate the insurance impact of the global billion-dollar franchise's reckless driving. Applications are open on the company's website until May 19th. The winner will be announced May 26th. Have you seen all of the Fast and Furious movies, Riley?
I can't say that I've seen all of them. I know that
seen
there are a no. I do know that there are a lot of car crashes. That's, you know, what the franchises.
We've seen the previews.
Exactly. So being the claims adjuster, that's maybe not as easy of a job as it seems.
It's more of a technical job that I don't know I'd be that great at.
No, I don't think I would be either. Well, I'll have your first alert weather forecast that is coming up. We will track the conditions for you coming up.
And amid certain books being banned in states across the country, the Seattle Public Library is working to ensure that kids and teens living in those states still have access. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
Here's to the moms, mamas, and mumsies. They deserve the mother of all Mother's Day treats, a DQ cake. With layers of creamy, world-famous soft serve, and a delicious fudge and crunch center. Conveniently customizable and ready for pickup from the DQ freezer. So grab yours. And let's raise our red spoons to a cake as sweet as she is. Aw. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Total Energy Management has been serving the Tri-Cities area with superior HVAC service for over 38 years. Our priority is to exceed consumer and client expectations with innovative Carrier products in a brand new facility with state-of-the-art equipment. It's time to beat the cold with Carrier's Cool Cash rebate of up to $1,750. Turn to the experts at Total Energy Management and save on your next home comfort system.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more. With a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade. All with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors Kopstein and King for a free live webinar May 18th at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Barden Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. And now, Cap KVU First Alert Weather with forecaster Riley Fitzgerald.
Welcome back, everyone, and thanks for joining us. We're seeing a beautiful sky that's right beyond some gloomy looking clouds live in Toppenish. Let's get into our full weather forecast. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We've got some light scattered showers that are ahead of us for our morning and early afternoon hours. After today, we are heating up, and overnight we are drying up, and we might see a little bit of wind today. If we take a look at our futurecast, we're seeing some scattered showers that are making their way around this morning in the Walla Walla and the Tri-Cities area. Then we're going to see in this evening more towards the Cascades. For our showers overnight, we're seeing it's clearing up quite a bit. We'll have a very dry overnight hour, but then we pick up in the afternoon tomorrow. Lots of clouds and some scattered showers all around our areas. After that, we are still drying up. You might see a scattered shower here or there, but into Thursday, another clear day, and our temps are picking up after today. For today, mid to high 60s in the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, we are seeing about mid to high 60s as well. And in the Blues, we are seeing mid to low 60-degree temperatures. For our temps for today, well, we're clearing up and drying a lot overnight. We're sticking around the mid-40s for this evening. Our wind outlook, we're dropping a little bit into Wednesday, but then picking up a little bit, staying around 5 to 15 miles per hour for the next couple days, picking up quite a bit in the weekend. But if we take a look at our temperature trend, we're going to see we might need that wind as we get to the 90-degree temps coming this weekend. We've been sticking around either below or above average for the last couple of weeks, not quite sticking at our average much, and we're seeing that definitely again here. We're below average today, but we are just on a climb to get to the 90s coming next week. If we take a look at our 7-day forecast, we're going to see a lot of sun peek out as we get into the weekend and the start of the midweek. It's going to be a hot one later this week. We're going to hit our averages for tomorrow, but oh my goodness, we are just climbing and climbing. Overnight lows are climbing as well. For the Tri-Cities, we're starting with a little bit of scattered showers today, and again climbing out of that below average temp to reach almost 30 degrees more than we are today in the Tri-Cities. For Walla Walla, starting with some thunderstorms, making our way into those 90-degree temps for the start of next work week as well. So we're going to be getting to those high temps, but today we're definitely below our averages. Still pretty nice out, some scattered showers in the morning, but we're going to be heating up as we get into the rest of our week. Happy Tuesday.
The Seattle Public Library is the second in the nation to give teens across the country access to the library's online books. It comes amid a push in many states to ban or try to ban library books for youth. Connor Board reports.
Books of all varieties are ready to be discovered at the Seattle Public Library.
We want to ensure that there's open and free access to information and ideas.
But Andrew Harbison with the Seattle Public Library says that's not the case in some other states where certain books are being banned.
It's concerning for us as a public library because intellectual freedom and access are really core principles for us.
That's why last week the library used private funding to launch their Books Unbanned program, now allowing teens from across the country to access their online books and audiobooks with a free membership. In just the first week, they have had more than 1,500 teens sign up and nearly 1,200 items checked out.
We really want to defend intellectual freedom and access, and thought this was a great way to do that.
They're the second library in the nation to do this. They shaped their program after the one at the Brooklyn Public Library in New York.
Over the last several months, we started thinking about it and started talking to the Brooklyn Public Library team and worked together to launch our own e-card and version of Books Unbanned.
Over at the King County Public Library system, they're also concerned by book bans happening in other areas of the country.
Honestly, I never thought at this point in my career I'd be dealing with this.
Executive Director Lisa Rosenblum actually used to work at the Brooklyn Library before the Books Unbanned program. She says the King County Public Library system is able to share their online services throughout the state and says anytime a library can increase access, it's a positive thing.
I just hope people realize that exposure to different people and ideas strengthens us all.
A hope shared by those at the Seattle Public Library who are a week into their mission to unban books.
We're really excited about the opportunity to expand access to these books and titles and authors, and lots of new ideas and information for teens and young adults to explore.
In Seattle, Connor Board, King 5 News.
Still no deal for the teachers on the picket lines in a California school district. Monday marked day 3 of the teachers' strike in Oakland. The Oakland Education Association met with representatives for the Oakland Unified School District to try and negotiate a deal. The union says they have made progress, even though they did not reach an agreement. Some school board members have voiced their support for the teachers, calling for common good goals to be written into the contract. Those goals include housing for homeless students and families, reparations, and shared governance. The school board's president says while they agree on the principles of common good goals, they do not belong in the contract. We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast, but first a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, avalanche survivor story.
I was extremely scared and shaken up.
This stunning video showing professional skier Connor Ryan swallowed up by snow. Connor was skiing on Colorado's King Solomon Mountain when an avalanche hit, sending him tumbling down the mountain in the first of 2 unusually powerful spring avalanches. His friend Ryan McClure started making his way down to help when a second avalanche began.
I was tumbling and trying to get my skis under me, trying to stop myself.
Ryan's smartwatch detected he slid 1,600 feet at a peak speed of 50 miles per hour.
The lower part of my right leg twisting separately from the rest of my body, and I knew very quickly that something was very wrong.
Coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on their harrowing tale and tell you about the dramatic moment they were saved. Your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Ault, ABC News, New York.
When you have chronic kidney disease, there are places you'd like to be. Like here, and here, and here. Not so much here. If you've been diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, Farxiga reduces the risk of kidney failure, which can lead to dialysis.
Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in women and men, and low blood sugar. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may lead to death. A rare, life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis. And don't take it if you are on dialysis.
Put yourself in the driver's seat. Make an appointment to ask your doctor for Farxiga for chronic kidney disease. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to Riley's local forecast in a moment, but first a look at this morning's top stories. The Morrow County Sheriff's Office is investigating alleged sex crimes involving children. The Sheriff's Office says 18-year-old Saul Nathan Lopez is facing 30 charges, including rape, sexual abuse, and online sexual corruption of a child. Investigators arrested Lopez in Heppner after a report last month about a possible sex crime involving multiple underage victims. If you have information about the case, contact the Morrow County Sheriff's Office at 541-314-5204. An arson investigation is underway in Grandview after a well-known bridge caught on fire. The bridge, known as the Railroad Bridge, is close to West Side Park in Grandview. Grandview police say crews were called to the bridge Friday evening around 5:20. When they arrived, the bridge was engulfed in flames. Police say they believe the fire was lit intentionally, and while they do have a person of interest, no further information is being released. An RV went up in flames in Kennewick. This is video of the aftermath. The vehicle fire began yesterday morning in Columbia Park, not far from where last week's 3-acre wildfire burned. We're told everyone escaped the fire without getting hurt. No word on what caused the fire. The Umatilla County Sheriff's Office wants help locating 50-year-old Lorena Navarrete Myers. She was last seen Friday in the Hermiston area driving a car similar to the one on your screen, a 2012 silver-colored Toyota Camry with Oregon license plate 323MUN. If you can help law enforcement, do not post information on Facebook, but instead call 24-hour dispatch at 541-966-3651. YWCA Yakima is asking for help in celebrating Mother's Day for women staying at their emergency domestic violence shelter. They're looking for donations of nail polish, lotion, makeup, hair accessories, gift cards, or other self-care items. You can drop off donations during business hours at the front desk of the YWCA at 818 West Yakima Avenue. They're hoping to have everything together by late Wednesday or early Thursday. Governor Inslee signed a number of new laws yesterday related to housing. One of the big ones changes zoning rules across the state so that most cities will be required to allow duplexes and even fourplexes in all neighborhoods. The governor says finding a way to fit more homes into the space we have is crucial when it comes to fighting homelessness. The governor also signed other new laws yesterday, setting new standards for the relationship between landlords and tenants. The investigation into a deadly crash near the border continues as the Brownsville, Texas man charged with crashing the SUV into a group of migrants has been identified as George Alvarez. Previous charges against him include aggravated assault, burglary, and driving while intoxicated. Authorities are looking into whether the crash was intentional, saying he ran a red light before plowing into the group, killing 8. Customs and Border Patrol agents have started a targeted enforcement operation in El Paso, Texas. This comes as authorities are expecting thousands of migrants to converge on El Paso ahead of Thursday's Title 42 deadline. Customs will reduce processing lanes and passenger operations at the Paso del Norte point of entry. The operation will also focus where migrants have been congregating, like Sacred Heart Church. City officials estimate about 1,800 migrants on the street outside the church. Questions being raised after that deadly mass shooting in Texas as we learn more about the suspect's troubled past. Social media accounts appearing to be the gunman's show neo-Nazi ideology, racism, and hatred towards women. The Army says he was discharged due to mental health concerns. The shooting is the second deadliest of the year in the U.S., the country now on pace to set a record for the number of mass shootings. A Texas State House committee has advanced a bill that would raise the age to buy certain semi-automatic rifles. 2 days after the massacre at an outlet mall in Allen, the vote happened just hours before the deadline for bills to be voted out of committee in the Texas House. Relatives of children murdered in Uvalde had been lobbying for the change. 2 Republicans joined Democrats to send the bill to the House floor.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We're taking a live look outside right now in Toppenish. Cloudy day right now. We take a look at the things that are impacting you. We've got some light scattered showers to start off our day. Those are going this morning, a little bit into the afternoon. After today, we are heating up into very high temperatures. A little bit of wind to look out for as well for today. We take a look at our temps right now. We are in the lower 50s as of right now. Still a little bit cooler as we make our way out the door this morning. Some scattered showers throughout our day today, especially in the Walla Walla areas and the Cascades. Into tonight, that's when we start to clear up just a little bit as we make our way into our overnight hours, definitely clearing up. As we get into Wednesday, some scattered showers as well, but into Thursday and those overnight hours, clearing up just a little bit as well into some hot temperatures that are on the way. 70 degrees for Yakima today, lower 70s for the Mid-Columbia, and in Walla Walla, mid-60s. Jill?
Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Northwest. Cap KV Local News is back at 5.